Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And also happy Thanksgiving. I hope all of you have some family or friends to go spend that time with and something to be grateful for on this super fun holiday. I'm so excited to go home back to South Dakota with my family and take my girlfriend there and meet them for the first time. It's going to be a super great Thanksgiving and super excited for all the food. And that's going to be the topic of this video, obviously. I figured that since earlier this week the video that I produced was more of like a channel intro, I should give you guys and not like the super hard hitting intellectual content that you guys have come to expect from this channel. I figured that I should give you guys at least something else this week, and since it's Thanksgiving, since it's a holiday, feeling generous, so I wanted to give all of my loyal fans something more interesting to be excited about on Thanksgiving. So this is my present to all of you. We're going to be going through a tier list of different Thanksgiving sides and dishes and all of that. And this might end up being my most controversial video I ever post on this channel. Yeah, I know my opinions are right. I have the objectively best opinions on this. These opinions were given to me through the Bible itself. They're given to me from God. So if you disagree, you're a sinner and you need to be saved. But aren't we all? That's what we need Christ for. So let me jump into this video. So here you see one of the sides is covered up by my camera, but as I move, things will move back into place. As you can see, we have all these classic dishes. This is just the first tier list that I found on Google. So if your favorite dish isn't here, too bad. I am not gonna touch that dish because it's not a real Thanksgiving dish. Okay, but let's start with the obvious, the classic, the turkey. Now, this is a very controversial dish, and I don't really understand why. Turkey is amazing. It tastes great. It's not dry like so many people think it is. If your turkey's dry, there's something wrong with the person who's cooking it, or you're cooking it wrong. There's something wrong. Turkey should not be dry, especially when you add the gravy on top of it. Turkey and gravy, it's a beautiful pairing. So for me, turkey is elite. My mom's turkey has always been amazing. When I make turkey, it's always been amazing. It is the best dish. I get it on every single plate. And obviously I get seconds because it's Thanksgiving. I need to eat a lot of food. Okay. Next, let's go with pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is pretty great. Add some whipped cream to it. It's going to taste pretty good. I've had some bad pumpkin pies in my life. Had some really good pumpkin pies in my life. My mom's pumpkin pies are always amazing. Honestly, all of you should come over to South Dakota with me. Come to our Thanksgiving. I formally invite all of you. Please try our beautiful Thanksgiving. Pumpkin pie is great, but this might be a spoiler for a future one. Well, the next one. But it's not the best pie. But it's great. But when there's other pies available, I'm going to get the other pies. But pumpkin pie is great. The next choice, apple pie. Apple pie is beautiful. A beautiful creation. I love apple pie. It's so beautiful. Especially add the ice cream on top of it. Any pie with like fruit in it, like blueberry pie or apple pie. If blueberry pie was here, that would be elite. I would put apple pie maybe in great. But since apple pie is the pie here, I'm going to put apple pie obviously in elite. Okay, the next one is biscuits. Yeah, Curran might get mad at me for this one, but most of like bread things, I mean, they're okay. They're good. I like biscuits. They're okay though. I'm gonna put biscuits in okay. Bread is just boring, honestly. You can get good dipping sauces for it, but a lot of times bread is just not that interesting. Next one is Brussels sprouts. Now, judging by the picture here, these Brussels sprouts were not made correctly. They're brown. They're not charred. These are undercooked Brussels sprouts. And if the Brussels sprouts that you've had in your life look like that, I can understand if you don't like Brussels sprouts. And I understand why Brussels sprouts are so controversial because when they're undercooked, they're not that great. So yeah, with that though, when you get a good, crispy, well-seasoned, beautiful Brussels sprout, especially if you add some like sauce to it. I had these gochujang Brussels sprouts at a Yard House. So good. For no reason. They crisp them up perfect. It's beautiful. I love Brussels sprouts, but I can't decide if I should go great or okay here. The issue is they're hard. Like, a lot of times people don't make them right is the problem. If they're not made correctly, I would say okay. But if they're made, like, if they're cooked enough, if they have good seasoning on them, then I would say Brussels sprouts are great. But that's an if. I don't know. A lot of people probably have different opinions on Brussels sprouts, so this one might be controversial. For squash is really good, but on its own, well, I guess it's fine on its own. It's really sweet. I've never had squash on a Thanksgiving meal. That one really depends, I think, for me. This might be my first maybe. I think squash, I don't eat it that much. That's the issue. I like it when I have it, but it's never something that I'm like going out of my way to grab the squash. Like, oh my gosh, you guys don't have squash at Thanksgiving? This is not a real thing. No, I don't care. Like, yeah. Okay, jellied cranberry. I mean, look at that thing. Are you serious? That just looks disgusting. Like, no. That should not. The fact that jellied cranberry, or like these cranberry cans, these are like a thing on Thanksgiving, and these are like a classic Thanksgiving dinner. If cranberry was not a classic Thanksgiving dinner, would you ever eat cranberry? Would you ever eat these jellied cranberries? Maybe cranberry sauce. Maybe cranberry sauce, because it looks more appetizing. But nobody would be eating these cans of jellied cranberry. No. And if you do, I don't understand. No, it doesn't look good at all. Okay, green bean casserole. Dude, green bean casserole is a beautiful, beautiful creation. It is like, the flavors are so good. The crunch of the French onions, the green, it's so good for no reason. Like, it does not look that appetizing, but that is something every single plate when I go back, I'm adding another scoop of green bean casserole. So good. This one might be controversial because it doesn't look that good, okay? But hear me out. You have to hear me out. Green bean casserole is elite for no reason. For no reason. It does not look like it should be that good, but the flavors are on point, the crunch is on point, the texture is on point. Wow, amazing. I'm putting green bean casserole in elite. Yeah, that is the greatest. That's the greatest dish. Up next, cornbread. Cornbread. For that one, it depends so much. Cornbread can be so bad if it's like very dry and flavorless and not that good. But if you get like a cornbread that's not too dry and it has like a good sauce, it can be pretty good. But there is a ceiling to it. Like, cornbread, I don't think I could put it in great. There's a ceiling to what you can do with cornbread. It's good, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna leave it in the bread category, kind of for the same reason as biscuits. But cornbread might be better than biscuits. You know, I'm gonna do this thing. People do this to put them in order. For the rest of these, there's no real order here. Maybe I should start doing that, like make it a rank. No, I'd say these are the same tier, maybe slightly edging out biscuits, but yeah, other than that, yeah. All right, okay, as a Nebraskan, this is just cultural for me. I also have corn. I put corn have corn with all my Thanksgiving meals if it's available. I put it on every single dish that I go up and get. I have to for Nebraska itself. This is not objective at all, but I have to. Corn has to be elite. Just for my heritage, just for who I am, for where I come from. I have to put corn in elite. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all these Californians that might get offended. Corn is elite. Cornhuskers, greatest football. That's not true. Okay, sorry. Let's move on. Let's move on before I say something stupid. Cranberry sauce. Okay. Cranberry sauce is better than the jellied cranberry. It actually looks like food. It actually looks appetizing. However, I'm just never, when I go up and grab more food, maybe I'll throw it on the first dish if somebody is like, oh, I made this cranberry sauce, and I'm like, oh, I'll be nice, I'll throw it on, and try it, but I'm not. It's just not it. It's just a very very mid side dish. Um, yeah. Okay. Up next we have creamed corn. Um, Creamed corn versus corn. Interesting. That's actually an interesting question. I think corn is better. A lot of times the cream corn just gets too creamy and distracts from the corn itself. But I also like at a Thanksgiving meal. I don't know if I like corn on the cob. This just specifies that it's corn. Corn on the cob, I don't know if I would want as much, but since it says corn, I'm leaving it in elite because I always want corn at my Thanksgiving. But cream corn, like the cream is good. You can put it in the cream, but I don't know if I go up and get more because of that. Let me think. I don't know. It just distracts from the corn. I feel like I'm scooping up like a soup, kind of. Like I need to like run off all the cream before I put it on my plate. Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I'm gonna put that in okay. I'm sorry, that might be sacrilege, but it's creamed corn. You're adding some like weird Californian innovation. No, I don't know. I don't know if creamed corn is Californian. You're adding some weird innovation to the corn. Just give me pure Nebraska bred corn. All right. I need my pure corn. Okay. Thank you. Dinner rolls. Dude, dinner rolls are worse than biscuits and cornbread. At least biscuits and cornbread have some flavor. I guess dinner rolls are okay. I'll get one or two. If it's like Hawaiian rolls, they're pretty good. Yeah, I'll put it in the bread category, the okay category. Gravy. Gravy hits. Gravy is elite. It pairs with turkey. Every time you get turkey, you gotta get the gravy with it, especially if it's made from the turkey drippings. If you're not making your gravy with the turkey drippings, you have never had real gravy. If you have not had the turkey dripping gravy. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. But gravy has to be an elite. If you disagree, you have not. If you disagree with turkey or gravy in elite, you have not had a proper Thanksgiving, and I genuinely feel sorry for you. And maybe I'll invite you to my family's next Thanksgiving. Okay, this one's gonna be controversial, but I've thought about this for a long time, and I've disagreed with people for a long time on this topic. People love ham. And ham's okay. Ham is not a main dish. Ham is a side. Ham has the flavor complexity of a side. It has one flavor all throughout, one uniform texture all throughout, and it's not the center of a dish. I'm sorry. I can't put ham in elite. I could go without ham on Thanksgiving. Ham is more of like a Christmas thing for me. For my family, we would have ham on our Christmas Eve. Like, it was one of the options, and it was a side dish. So ham is, like, you can go with it on Thanksgiving. You can go without it. It's not that great. But I'm going to put it in okay. I'll put it up front here just so it's nice and prominent. Because it's not bad. I like ham, but it's not elite. It's not elite. And it's not great either. It's just ham. I'm sorry. Okay. And to people saying that I've never had good ham, if that's your response when I'm talking about the turkey, you're missing the point. You do not understand basic logic and basic turkey ham dynamics. Ham, no matter how much you add to it, still tastes like ham. Ham, no matter how much you do with it, still has that same ham texture, that same ham flavor. You can glaze it in honey all you want. You can do whatever goofy things you want to do with ham. It's still ham at the end of the day. I'm sorry. I'm adamant about this point. This is like actually the most important point of this channel, I think, is advocating for turkey supremacy over ham. Okay. Up next, we have mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is so good. I love mac and cheese. It's never been a part of my Thanksgiving though. It's good. I love it when it's there. It's one of the best side dishes of all time. If we were going a side dish ranking in general, mac and cheese would probably be S tier, like elite S tier. I should probably change these tiers, huh? S, A, B, C, D. There's no F. That's sad. Okay. But whatever. Actually, let me just undo all this. There's no F tier. I'm gonna leave the tiers like this. So let's do mac and cheese next. I'm gonna put that in great. I think that's solid. It's a elite side dish. It's not Thanksgiving though. It doesn't give Thanksgiving to me. Mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes are beautiful. Need to be on every single dish you get with Thanksgiving. Mashed potatoes are elite. I hope nobody disagrees. Yeah. And when I have Thanksgiving, my like main dish that I'll go and keep going back for is turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, all mixed together. Beautiful combination. That's Thanksgiving. That is the taste of Thanksgiving. Okay. Up next, red wine. Wine is great. You need some drink with your Thanksgiving meal. Needs to be fancy, so something like wine is good. But there's better choices. Like, well, my family do port a lot of years. Very good. Great dessert wine. Lambic beer is another really common one. Something like fancy, you know? But red wine's great. If it was like lambic beer or port, that would be elite, but they're not going to put that in a basic Thanksgiving thing. Up next, roasted vegetables. Roasted vegetables are good. It just depends what vegetables you're doing. That's also not really Thanksgiving. It's not giving Thanksgiving. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna put roasted vegetables in maybe. Like, it's nice to be there. They're good, but it's not what I'm reaching my hand for on Thanksgiving. Up next, scalloped potatoes. Just make mashed potatoes. What are you doing? If there's mashed potatoes, I'm not touching the scalloped potatoes. Like, they're fine. They're probably good, but I've never had them if the mashed potatoes are there. Okay. Up next, let us do the sparkling juice. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's if there's wine though, I'm never grabbing the sparkling juice. That's for the kids. It's good for the kids. This might be actually the quintessential maybe. Like, I might touch it, but maybe not. Who knows? Might touch the sparkling juice if it's there. If there's no alcoholic options, then I'll go for the sparkling juice. Okay, the last two. Stuffing. I'm just not a stuffing guy. I don't know. It's like bread, celery, sausage. I've had it so many different ways. It's fine every time. I'll add it on my first dish, but I'm going to put it in the bread category. It's good, but it's bread at the end of the day. It's okay. It's good. I'll have it with my first dish, but I'm not going back for seconds. Finally, we have sweet potato casserole. People love this, I think, but I mean, it's okay. that answers your question right here. It's okay. It's very sweet. The marshmallows are strange. I don't know. Sweet potato casserole confuses me. Like, sweet potatoes are fine. Marshmallows are fine. Just very, like, overwhelmingly sweet. And yeah, I'll get it on my first helping, not going back for seconds. Okay. So that's my tier list. This is the correct tier list for how to do Thanksgiving dishes. Yeah, this is it. This is how you should organize your Thanksgiving. Make sure you have these 6 things. Try to have these, but they're not necessary, like Brussels sprouts, mac and cheese, red wine. They're great to have. These are also great to have. You don't need them, though. Maybe stuffing is a need for Thanksgiving. I feel like it'd be weird. No, you don't need stuffing. I've done Thanksgiving without stuffing before. These are like, okay, yeah, I'll try to skip a bit. These are like, why on Thanksgiving? Well, you can bring them, it's fine, but I'm probably not gonna eat them. And then cranberries, that doesn't belong in Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. Cranberry is not it. If there was like a F tier, the jellied would be in F tier. Cranberry maybe in D, but yeah. I think that's it. This is the tier list. Consult this before your next Thanksgiving and act accordingly. All right. So thank you guys all for watching. Back to regular scheduled content on Monday. Have a great Thanksgiving. I hope everyone's Thanksgiving is great, and go back and get more turkey. That's what I'm telling you right now. If you're watching this video, if you went up to your room after after the Thanksgiving meal, or if you like went and didn't socialize after that because you wanted to watch YouTube, or like you're watching this video while your family's downstairs eating or something, go grab another helping of turkey. Go sit down with your family. Go enjoy your family. Yeah, enjoy your Thanksgiving, and just remember, just use it to remember things to be grateful for, because I think all of us need to do that more, and the benefits mental health wise are incredible. Okay, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.